Hello, this is Joseph with Inexorable Coaching, CEO of Inexorable Coaching. In this video, I'm going to introduce myself and tell you my story that hopefully you can relate to as a realtor if you want to get from under 50K to over 50K in 90 days, or at least know you're headed that way. Okay, I'm going to get right to it. So, when I started in real estate, I went to Fort Myers Beach and interviewed with the guy there that I think he sold $1 million a year during the crash. And went in, sat down with him, and what he told me to do after I signed up, he made some good points, signed up, and he said, come in every day in the morning and I'm going to teach you how to do this. Okay? Now, I made a huge mistake, number one, listening to the wrong person. Why? It was 2009 at the rock bottom, at least in Southwest Florida, which is a little bit ahead of everybody else, and nobody was buying or selling homes in Southwest Florida, other than maybe Cape Coral a little bit, 100,000 and under, whatever it was at that time. So to sit there, and he told me, he said, get a listing, go sell the listing, get buyers, and the best way to do it is call expireds and FSBOs. So I called the expireds. I got 3-4 listings right away, and soon thereafter realized none of them were going to sell. Not one was going to sell. And was like, what? Now, right person, if it would have been, 2-3 years earlier, right person, if it would have been 3, 4, 5 years later, I'd have made a killing. Okay? Wrong person at that time. And what I should have been doing, what I should have done then was get, and I don't know where I would have got the numbers from, but I guess I could have figured it out. Okay? I should have got random numbers to homeowners, wherever, and called up and offered to short sale their house if they were underwater. Would have made a killing. Why? Because that's what was working at that point. And the best way to get the short sales, it wasn't Facebook ads or any of that garbage. It's the way it always is, okay? You can call expireds or FSBOs, probably not real good in a crash, and it's definitely not real good now in the hot market where everything sells. It's actually better to do what I call circle prospecting. So what I should have done was get some numbers, random numbers, and cold call those numbers and offer them what the market dictated at that point, which was short sales. Okay. So I tried that, it didn't work, and I'm such an extreme individual to a huge fault, like major life flaw that I'm trying to work on, okay? Go to the other asinine extreme, and then I was going to social media my way to riches, which is bullshit. And I tell you, nobody knew more about Facebook than me at that time. Nobody knew how to do Facebook ads better, even the gurus. Okay, nobody knew how to get more followers. Video wasn't really hitting back at that point yet, but nobody knew more about that stuff. I knew what I was doing, and I was an idiot. Okay, what I should have been doing, same thing I said, find numbers, get short sale listings. Probably up until about 2011 or 12 in that part of Florida. Okay? That's what I should have been doing. Listen to the wrong people. Now, at this point, I kind of had found the right person. This was a broker that had gotten a ton of listings back when he was a lister. He was about 70 years old, okay? But he still knew. He knew picking up the phone, calling, setting appointments, going out there and closing was the best thing. Kept telling me, just go do it. And I had all these, I don't know what I was trying to do. Build a team, start, Zillow competitor, all kinds of crazy shit in my head, okay? Just go do what I know to do. And let me stop right here. I'm not telling any of y'all to call, because I believe that about 0.001% of you that watch this video are going to cold call or be any good at it because you hate it, okay? What I would do if I was most of you, and then I get back to my story, I would hire somebody for $4 an hour from the Philippines to do the calls for me. That's all it cost, okay? Very simple, very inexpensive. They don't care. They will call because they are broke, or a lot of them are just good at it. You pick the people who are good at it. You got to get the right personality type, which I know how to do. So with that said, I think I got out of real estate, which is crazy. Most of y'all that watch this have seen my call video. It's crazy that I didn't make a killing from day one. Okay? Part of it listening to the wrong people, part of it not listening to the right people, the second broker. All right, so once I started cold calling, things immediately turned around. And again, if you don't want to cold call, I don't think you should cold call. Okay? Most of you shouldn't do it. Paying somebody to do the calls. Find the right numbers. Okay? I have scripts that work. Okay? You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Okay? Pay them the money, and I'm going to teach them not only to call, but to follow up, set the appointments. Okay? Because y'all ain't going to do it. I don't care what you say. You're not going to do it. It's better just to let them do it, and then you're doing what you want to do. You're going on the appointments and closing deals, getting listings. All right. So what this does, and then I'll move on to the next video here. In essence, your problem as an agent is really twofold. Number one is you can't stand rejection. Okay? And the phone's not the place to learn to overcome that. Because a lot of you guys are good with people. You're good at getting them to like you, which is part of it. Okay? At least it's a start. And if you can meet with somebody, you're comfortable. Okay? So I don't think we're going to try to overcome your fear of rejection on the phone. Might as well overcome your fear of rejection doing what you're capable of doing. Okay? And number two, there's not enough hours in the day to do real estate at volume and do these calls. There's just not. There's not enough hour in the day. So even if you wanted to call, I don't really think you have time. That's your biggest problem as an agent. How do I call and generate business and do what I got to do to be a real estate agent? Now, a lot of y'all waste time with office meetings, webinars, all this garbage, okay? But even if you get all that out, okay, and just get to money-making tasks, I think it's going to be really tough if you're doing this on your own. And if you're not to at least 100K, you shouldn't even be thinking about an assistant, okay? If you're doing this on your own, farm out the thing you're not that good at. Farm out the thing that's the hardest, the calls. And if you watch all 90 of my videos, it's going to tell you exactly how to do this from start to finish to where you can get actual leads, meaning 10 to 12% conversion rate, not prospects, 1% at best conversion rate. Facebook leads are not leads. Zillow, maybe, they're a little better, okay? Home valuation leads, these Facebook or whatever, Instagram, I don't know. It's just a call list. It's actually, you get a better chance randomly cold calling than calling a bunch of people that all they wanted to know was what their home was worth at best. Thank you.